Today I'd like to show you around this X-Yachts X4.9, but not our usual sort of video tour. We're going to go into detail about how we've set this particular yacht up for blue water sailing. We've installed some special equipment and systems, and this has made it very possible and fun to sail across the Atlantic. I'm Stuart Abernethy from X-Yachts in Great Britain. Thank you for watching. We specified this X-Yacht with the North 3DI Endurance sails, which are arguably the best performing sails available today. This jib is the self-tacking version, ideal for upwind work in everything up to heavy breeze. But for off-wind sailing, either at night when choosing not to fly the spinnaker, or in heavier conditions, this heavyweight overlapping headsail was chosen. The sail is very high clewed for visibility and, more importantly, for ease of pulling out downwind. It sheets further aft than normal via the spinnaker guy fitting at midships. We can see here this sail being used in higher breeze, partly rolled in combination with a deeply reefed mainsail. For lighter downwind work, the G2 Gennaker was selected with snuffer. This is suitable up to 18 knots of true wind. And for reaching conditions, and for up to 60-degree upwind and very light breeze, the code 0 on a dedicated furler was chosen. And for when the breeze becomes a little more lively, we mounted the removable inner forestay made in Kevlar with a storm sail with soft hanks. All of these sails fit into the cavernous sail locker in the bow with all associated sheets, barber haulers and stays. In-boom mainsail furling was chosen for ease of mainsail handling. The sail is two very deep reefs. For safety downwind, we installed twin jibe preventers. They are semi-permanent mounted and run along the underside of the boom. They end at the forward end of the boom and can be conveniently connected to the tack line, which is led aft. This is the benefit of being able to be released from the cockpit via the winch, even in highly loaded situations during a broach. The 4.9 design, as standard, has all control lines led aft via jammers to the 4 winches. This is helpful for manoeuvres when short-handed. All the winches are electrically powered. The spray hood provides excellent shelter in the cockpit when sailing, but also very neatly stows into a recess on the deck when not required. We also added the cockpit tent and rear bimini for shelter for those long days in the sun. And moving on to the systems installed within the X4.9, we start with the main engine. All filters, the impeller, the belts are all easily located directly below the companionway steps. Even the hot water tank is located within the space, which is dedicated air extraction to avoid unwanted heat in the aft cabins in warmer climates. The generator is positioned in the space aft of the main engine and has good access from both sides. She's been fitted with 3 methods of generating electricity: main engine via the alternator, the generator via the battery charger, and the solar array installed on the bimini. And for when you arrive in the tropics, air conditioning system for the owner's cabin and saloon are neatly installed. The watermaker has twin power supply and will run on DC when under engine power and AC when the generator is running. These watermaker motors are neatly installed under the aft berth and can be serviced easily. The black boxes for the navigation system are also neatly installed under a hinged panel under the aft berth, allowing for easy software updates. Strainers for the bilge pump, generator and watermaker are all neatly located in the same place. This locker in the aft cabin has been used for spares, however it can be used for a washing machine if required. Space under the saloon has been made very accessible with dedicated drawers. Under the owner's berth forward is a large storage space and has been dedicated on this boat to emergency safety equipment like high capacity bilge pump, cutters for the stainless steel rod rigging, storm sail fittings, and emergency grab box with every conceivable item for an emergency. And finally, the X4.9's generic design means that she's very suitable for this type of sailing. The design is based upon an enormous galvanised steel chassis which takes loads from the keel, mast and rigging. You can sleep soundly off watch knowing that this frame is an integral part of the yacht's strength. The hull construction is infused with epoxy, post-cured in an oven for the very toughest of hull constructions available with current production yachts. The design of having tanks located under the cabin sole centrally means a low centre of gravity is achieved and that space is used optimally. The single rudder design is an important one. It remains well protected from damage behind the keel rather than a more exposed twin rudder system. However, on this yacht we also installed an emergency steering system which can be installed with a few quick release pins for use in the very unlikely event of complete rudder loss. The X4⁹ used in this video, Joya, has now arrived safely in St. Lucia in this year's edition of the Ark. She arrived in a very respectable 6th place. I'd like to thank the owner Stuart Jackson for allowing us the use of these videos and images to help the video. Thank you for watching.